It's been over a year since Drake started betting hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time on UFC fighters. So I am here to put my bachelor's degree to the test and see, is the Drake curse real? What's good, you guys? So it's your boy, and we back with another video. You know, I got my lab coat on. We back in college basically, and as you can see, the trusty old lab coat still got some chemicals on it, so possibly hazardous, but hey man, there's no way I took all those chemistry and science classes for no reason. I gotta put my bachelor's degree for something, so we're gonna use a little bit of the scientific method that we learned in elementary school, but this is what we're gonna use to determine if the Drake curse is real. All right, I hated these freaking things in lab class. I need to take these off. Whew, all right, that's much better. So the question for our little science experiment we are conducting is the Drake curse real? So it can be hypothesized that if there is substantial evidence that fighters have been losing that Drake has bet on consistently with enough research, then it could be possible that the Drake curse is real. All right, so through some research of some various sources, Drake first started his betting on Jorge Masvidal to beat his bitter rival in Colby Covington. He bet $275,000 on Gamebred Masvidal, which, as we all know, did not go very well. Colby Covington dominates the fight. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, 50-45 on all cards, so that's a big L. So that's 0-1. Then after that, Drake decided to bet $400,000 on the upset for Justin Gaethje to beat Charles Oliveira. And of course, as we all know, that did not go so well either. Justin Gaethje gets submitted by Charles Oliveira, so he loses another $400,000 there. But then things take a little bit of a turn. Drake puts a $1 million bet on Israel Adesanya to beat Jared Cannonier, and then his lucky streak began to continue as he put a bet on Paddy Pimblett and Molly Meatball McCann, a $2.3 million bet, which put him in the green for a little bit, and also got Paddy Pimblett and Molly Meatball McCann a pair of Rolexes. However, this lucky streak did not last very long because in the very next month, he managed to put a $230,000 bet on Jose Aldo to beat Merab Dvalishvili, which he was unsuccessful, and also put a $200,000 bet on Kamaru Usman to take down top contender Leon Edwards in the infamous headshot dead 5th round KO fight. And although this lucky streak did come to an end, he was looking towards getting back on the right track and possibly earning some money and putting a $1.5 million bet on his trusty Israel The Last Stylebender Adesanya. But this was the fight he was going up against Alex Pereira, which we all famously know he got knocked out in. So $1.5 million down the drain. Drake, however, was able to earn some money back betting on Israel Adesanya again in the rematch versus Alex Pereira. But in that co-main event, he did lose again some more money when he decided to bet on Jorge Gamebred Masvidal again in his fight against Gilbert Burns, which ultimately Jorge lost and retired after. Drake then earned some more money back when he bets on John Jones coming into that fight against Cyril Gane. And as we know recently, Israel Adesanya was a huge favorite to beat Sean Strickland. So of course, Drake opts to bet on Israel Adesanya as it has won him a couple times in a row, but as we all know, Sean Strickland pulls off the huge upset. And just a couple honorable mentions. He also bet on Jake Paul to beat Tommy Fury. As we all know, Jake Paul lost. And he bet on Nate Diaz to beat Jake Paul. And Nate Diaz lost. So with all the L's Drake has taken in these bets, it's safe to say that, you know, maybe the Drake curse might not be real. It might not be real, right? He's definitely lost a lot more than he's won. But if I were to conclude after doing all this research, I would say that Drake is just a terrible bettor. Drake just bets based on hype. And to be honest, he doesn't really know much about the sport. He doesn't really understand matchups. And I think he really just bets on whoever the popular fighter is. I don't really think he is actually putting that much thought into this. You know, as we all know, he has a crap ton of money, so he has plenty of money to just throw around and get rid of. I think he just bets on the most popular fighter, and he just throws a bunch of money, and he just prays that they win so that he'll get a bunch of money back. But he loses more than he wins by a lot, by a long shot. And to prove this, that he's a horrible bettor, I guarantee if Conor McGregor fights Michael Chandler, I guarantee we'll see a mega bet from Drake going on Conor McGregor, even though he is much less likely to win that fight. But It's Conor McGregor. So is the Drake curse real? In my eyes, no. I just think he's a terrible ass bettor. He's fucking terrible at betting. And he doesn't know what he's doing or what he's seeing. But he's got some money to throw around. So hopefully someday he offers to throw me some of that money my way instead of just throwing it down in the toilet with these horrible bets. But let me know what you think about this. Do you think the Drake curse is real? Do you think he has plagued many UFC fighters out there who have lost and will continue to lose due to his shitty bets? As always, I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with your boy. I'll catch you in the next video.